What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to a full moon workshop. This is the last full moon before eclipse season. So this is an important moment because the eclipses, they are chapter closers and chapter openers. So what you don't want is to be bringing all of this old energy, emotion, bullshit, problems, issues, limiting beliefs, fear. You don't want to bring that into the next chapter, right? So what do? We use the full moon to set the intention to release, to clear, to empower ourselves in different ways before we enter the next chapter. And that's going to really help shift things for you. Of course, a full moon starts a 6 month cycle. So not everything is going to be cleared immediately, but it's important that we set the intention and put things into motion before the eclipse because what you don't want to do is carry this shit forward and then the next 6 months you're still struggling with the same limiting thoughts or relationships or whatever. You know what I mean? So today, we're going to focus on clearing what is left of this chapter for you. This is a really important energy, especially for anyone with Aquarius placements. Well, really any fixed energy. So if your sun, moon, or rising is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, or Taurus. Those four placements really want to pay attention. Um, if you have a friend who you know has, their moon in Leo, let them know. This is a big moment for them, especially because we just had the nodes shift. They entered a new sign. So now we have the North Node in Aquarius, which is the direction, the collective that all of us are really being asked to move in. This is a whole new energy that we are working with for the next 18 months. So, um, whatever. I have a full workshop for that. It's important for the fixed signs. So again, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. You four, if it's your sun, moon, or rising, definitely check out the nodes workshop because there's a lot moving for the next 18 months as we are now focusing on letting go. South node in Leo, we're letting go of sort of like this hyper individualism and the feeling or the need to do everything ourselves, and we're really being called to connect with community in a new way and to find our people so that we can actually build the life that we want with other people that are rooted in reciprocity and support and not focused on the ego and me, and what I want, or surrounding yourself with other people who are very ego driven. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I talk about all of that and more, what to do, what not to do in the nodes workshop. So I'll post a link below for anyone who is interested. You can watch it anytime. Um, I kind of just jumped into this conversation, but for anyone who it's their first time joining us, thank you. This is literally my job, so I really appreciate your support, your donations. There's a link below if you found this on YouTube and you haven't donated yet. Please do. This is literally my job. So again, thank you for the support. I'm going to talk about the energy right now, the astrology, what's happening in the sky, and how to work with it. And then we're going to do an energy clearing so that you feel a little bit more balanced. And I'm going to help you visualize whatever you want to let go of or whatever you're manifesting. And then you're going to write a list. That's really it. I'm also going to teach you a little bit of magic. So today, the moon magic that I'm teaching is going to help you open doors. Okay. So a lot of us, especially after the retrograde that we just had. We had a Mercury retrograde for the last little while. Now we also have Saturn retrograde until December. So when Saturn goes retrograde, and again, for those of you who this is your first time, I'm going to talk about the astrology. So don't get too fixated on the words. Just listen to the message, like how to work with it. Okay. So Saturn retrograde means Saturn is, moving backwards. Not technically, but that's what it looks like from Earth when we're looking. So Saturn retrograde from now until December is asking us to really consider what we're building. it is better for you to stop building than to build for a long time and invest a lot in the wrong direction. So I really want you to consider what you're building and why. Does it feel aligned with you anymore? Maybe last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, it felt aligned, and maybe now it doesn't. That's because the nodes shifted at the same time, which means that what you want for yourself, what you want for your future, is different now than it was last year or 2 years ago or 10 years ago. So, what are you investing into? What kinds of relationships, what kinds of foundational elements of your life are you investing into? So, for example, your habits, your beliefs, how you talk to yourself, how you wake up. What do you do when you first wake up in the morning? It's like, are you up and immediately out the door and working on your phone, doing whatever? Or are you taking a minute for yourself? Are you maybe meditating or doing some breath work, or at the very least, connecting with what you really want to do? Now, with the North Node in Aquarius and this full moon in Aquarius, this full moon is conjunct, meaning it's together with Pluto. Now, Pluto is about death and rebirth. It's also about um, everything that is maybe quote unquote buried, like in the mind. And I say that because we have Aquarius ruling this full moon. So when we have a full moon in Aquarius, we're already looking at our fixed beliefs, the stories in our mind, because Aquarius is fixed air, which means the stories that you tell yourself. So, where do you find yourself maybe experiencing or believing in a story that feels disempowering? Like, there's no point in me trying because I'm already going to fail, or the world is on fire and it's burning. Like, there's also a lot of beautiful things happening right now around the world. There's a lot of beautiful opportunities and unique gifts that are waking up inside of us all. And we just need to sort of clear out the noise because there's a lot of distraction right now. There's a lot of addictions that are coming up, whether it's an addiction to a phone or an addiction to dopamine. And we feel like we need to always chase the next thing, whether that's a like on Instagram or food or sex or shopping or gossiping or whatever. And the point is that we need to steer away from this because this is rooted in the old ego, the old self, the old version of you that you are no longer carrying forward. Now, obviously, that takes time. It's a process of transition towards the new you, but Aquarius is all about reinvention. So, this full moon is helping you reinvent yourself. And the North Node in Aquarius is helping us all reinvent the world that we live in, reinvent what it looks like to show up in relationship, etc. There's a lot of good. There's a lot of supportive energies connected to the nodes that just shifted. Again, I have a workshop, so you can watch that. It's like a 45-minute conversation and just channel. It's funny because I also pulled the same card, the Ace of Cups, in the nodes workshop. But for this, the full moon, this is actually reversed. So the card I pulled for this full moon in Aquarius is the Ace of Cups reverse. I feel like right now, especially with Saturn going retrograde and this strong Pluto energy, we have all of this karma that is now being wrapped up, karma that is being cleaned up, and karma that is now going to start accruing. So, if you've been investing into certain elements, you're going to notice from now until December that you're getting more clarity on what is required from you for these next steps. Maybe it's a relationship and you're feeling more clear that this is really your person. This is someone you want to be with, or that and it could be romance, it can be business, it can be friendships, family, whatever, but there is adjustments taking place in our relationships. And I feel like for a lot of us, we can't ignore that anymore. We can't continue to lie to ourselves, and we need to really honor what we're feeling because we want something unique. And a full moon in Aquarius is showing you how when you follow your uniqueness, when you follow your weird energy, what it is that you want to do. For example, for me, it's sign language and tarot and workshops connected to the moon. Like that's not quote unquote normal, but that was my unique thing. And that literally brought me, oh my God, like millions of dollars, like over 1 million followers. My business exploded. I got a book deal. Oh, true. Okay. Also, if you haven't read my book yet, this week only, the publisher let me know that we are doing a discount on the ebook. So the ebook you can literally get for $3.99, you guys. Okay, it's this week only, and trust me, it was already on the best sellers list for USA Today. And the book is fucking phenomenal. If you've read it, please in the comments let us know what you were thinking because I just want other people to understand how incredible this book is and how it's going to help them shape and shift their life. There's like 100 mini chapters in it. There's QR codes, like over 30 or 40 that connect you with podcasts, free conversations, practices. Like it's amazing. Trust me, that book is amazing. Just like, please. I'm gonna put the link below. Go read it. But for this week only, it's $3.99. Okay. The ebook. Okay. So my point is my unique offering, my unique energy, my weird energy is what brought me so many beautiful doors that opened. And I feel like a lot of us right now, because with a full moon in Aquarius, we're going to be noticing all of the noise, all of the distractions, all of the overwhelm of information. So I want you to really figure out how to sort of clear the noise and hear yourself again or feel yourself again without the influence from other people, their expectations or their needs or whatever. So um, use, you know, use your alone time right now to really just kind of focus on your breath and ground so that you can clear out all of the bullshit, all of the noise, and you can figure out what you really want next. Because if over the next little while we are going to be receiving the Ace of Cups, remember the Ace of Cups was in the node's workshop. It's the same card, and it's a North Node in Aquarius, but the full moon in Aquarius is reversed. Okay? It's asking you to clear out and make more available space. You can't receive more in your cup if your cup is full. And let's be honest, sometimes our cup is full with shit that we don't want to be doing, with people that we don't like anymore, or connections, projects, ideas that don't feel aligned, habits, beliefs. So, this is a beautiful opportunity for us to really take inventory, Saturn retrograde, and understand how we're investing our time and our energy, our money, our love. And with this full moon in Aquarius conjunct together with Pluto, Pluto is really helping us understand that we can do things differently. Remember, we still have Uranus in Gemini, which is showing us there's other ways to do things. You can make different choices. You have other opportunities and other doors that are waiting to open for you. So today I'm going to teach you a really simple magic trick to help open those doors. This will be the last magic that we do for now because the next two workshops, I believe, are Eclipse workshops. So we don't want to be doing a lot during Eclipse season. We just kind of want to wait and let things happen. Okay. Um, what else do I want to talk about? True, we also have in Leo, um, Jupiter and the Sun coming together. Or maybe they've already passed. Let me double check this. No, they're just approaching. Right. So on the 29th and the 30th, we have like a Kazemi, which means that Jupiter and the sun are coming together. And that is really helping us illuminate what in our life is maybe there's too much. Maybe there's too much wine, or there's too much worry, or there's not enough play, there's not enough excitement. Maybe there's too much of a good thing. Sometimes too much of a good thing can be like oof, off-putting. So where are we chasing maybe joy? Or this is funny because at breakfast this morning, I was thinking about there is a strong difference between experiencing joy and disassociating from pain. So I'm just going to leave that there and maybe reflect on that. Like, are you actually experiencing joy? Like a full heart, expansive, exciting, joyful experience connected to whatever you're creating and whatever you're expressing and the relationships? Or are some of these relationships, some of these habits, some of the things that you're doing not really helping you experience joy, but instead they are helping you disconnect and disassociate from experiencing your pain? Because the difference is when we come back to our baseline, you're going to connect again with the pain or with the frustration or with the limitation because you're not doing the proper work to clear it out and integrate it or release it, but instead we're just disassociating, which means we're kind of just sweeping it under the rug, but it's still there. So it comes back. Alternatively, if we're doing the work, like these workshops, like the cord cutting workshops, like dissolving, I have a whole series of like dissolving limiting beliefs, like things like that. If we're actually and you don't need to, FYI, you don't need to use mine. You can go and do these things on your own. You can find them maybe free on YouTube. You can find other people. I just have a lot of different resources and they're all cheap, FYI, because I want people to have something that I know is quality. But my point is, if you are doing the work, journaling, the full moon workshops, you're doing some magic, ceremonies, the shadow work, etc., therapy, whatever. You're out in community, you're doing the breath work, you're doing the things to help regulate your nervous system. Like that is going to actually create change. That's going to actually allow you to stand in your power and get out there and express yourself, create in a way that actually brings joy. So that's different from just disassociation from pain. Okay. So I'm really noticing where I do that now, where I definitely have things that bring me joy, but I'm also noticing where I'm like, oh, wow, this is not even actually making me happy long term. This is something short term that's just helping me disassociate from the uncomfortable experience I'm in. And like, I'm really in a lot of discomfort right now. Like 2 weeks ago, everything was amazing. I was seeing the light. I was seeing all of the possibilities, and these doors were opening, and I could see the new energy, and everything was coming in, and it was like I was in flow. And then, like, boom, all of a sudden, I'm like pulled back into like this dense, frustrated. I feel very lonely. I feel whatever, so many different things. But my point is, like, I'm noticing today, for example, when I was ordering breakfast, when I was like, part of me was like, ooh, there was like this really cute, really cute. Oh my God. Guys, I have a problem. There's a really cute piece of cake. There was a really cute pastry that was there, and I was like, "Oh, that would be nice." But then I'm also thinking it's like 10 a.m. I'm not going to order that. Why? Because it's not going to bring me actual joy. It's actually just going to help me eat it. I'm going to feel good for 15 minutes, and then I'm going to disassociate from my pain and my uncomfortable feeling. I'm like, no. So I didn't order it. I just, ordered my breakfast wrap, and it's a healthy alternative. I ate it. I fueled my body and I left. I went on with my day. So it's little choices like that where I'm like, why am I talking to this person? Why am I making this choice? Why am I eating this thing? Why am I doing that? Why am I scrolling? Is it because I'm trying to disassociate or because I'm actually experiencing joy and enjoying myself? So, anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. But it's a really important time for us to be recognizing that because from now until December, we have Saturn retrograde, which is helping us reparent ourselves and to say it's okay to order the sweets, of course, once in a while, but every morning because you feel uncomfortable and because you don't like being alone and because you're scared to make these decisions. What, like, come on, like, that's not the vibe. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to see what is driving your decisions, if that makes sense. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about. I want to teach you this magic trick first because it's really easy. So what you're going to do is you're going to use a white candle. I'm also hearing you could use yellow if you want, or even orange. So orange, yellow, or white. And you're going to set it up and you're just going to light it. Okay. Before you light it, you could set the intention or wrap your hands around it. Okay, so your hands are around it, and you say, okay, this candle is going to help open the doors, or maybe open the doors to more clarity about this relationship. Open the doors to understanding what my next steps are. Opening the doors to finding my passion. Opening the doors to understanding a deeper way to call in financial abundance in my life. So I want you to just pick one theme, pick one idea, and make a good, clear sentence before you start. So take a minute and really figure out what you want to be doing. You don't have to do this under a full moon. It will help around that time for sure, but you can do this anytime. Okay. So you're going to get a candle, your candle, white, yellow, or orange, and you're going to set it up. And then I want you to get a piece of paper, keep it simple, keep it clear, keep it short and direct. I am asking for help to open the door to whatever it is that you want. So, where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel limited? Where do you feel scarcity or whatever? So, you want to open the door, and that door, energetically, when that door opens, it's going to lead you, it's going to help you find either an answer or clarity or a connection of some kind, some opportunity, some person, some offer, some project, whatever it is. Okay, so write that down. You want this door to abundance or this door to clarity to open and to help you find something, right? So write your sentence. Candle, you're going to write your sentence. And then what you're going to do is you need to get a key. It can be your house key. It could be any key. Sometimes it's nice to just go to a shop, an old antique shop, and just buy a new key. And that's your magic key. You know what I mean? That's cute. I have one. So you grab a key, can be any key, and basically you're gonna set up your candle. You're gonna light your candle. You're gonna write your letter, or if you already wrote your letter, that's fine. You're gonna read your letter. Candle, letter, write, read. Then you're going to fold it 3 times towards you, right? Boom, boom, boom. Fold, fold, fold. Going to take your key and where the flame is, you're going to pass it through 3 times. Left, right, left. Place it down. Okay, 3 times. Left, right, left. Through the flame. So the first thing, we set up the candle. Second thing, we write our list and we read it. Third thing, we take our key, we go left, right, left through the flame. Now, you have 2 options. You can either, remember, you folded the paper, right? Candle, write the list, read the list, fold 3 times, take your key, left, right, left. At this point, you can either keep the paper, put the key on the paper, okay? Or some people like to burn the paper safely, of course. You burn the paper, and the key just goes in front of the candle. It's up to you. Some people like to hold on to the paper. Hold it, that's fine. Other people prefer to burn it. Burn it, it's fine. It's up to you. Okay, last time. White, yellow, orange candle, set it up, light it. Paper, write your list, read whatever, sorry, write your sentence, read your sentence, fold, fold, fold 3 times, key, left, right, left through the flame, and then either burn the paper or leave the paper, but put the key in front of the candle. Let the candle burn. Let the whole candle burn. It will charge this key. And then keep the key on you for the next week, 2 weeks, month until you get your clarity. Keep it in your pocket. Okay? Like literally, when you leave, take it with you. Okay. Okay, I invite you to close your eyes. We're gonna do the energy clearing now. So close your eyes. Just let go of all the information. It's recorded here. You can rewatch it anytime, but I want you to just close your eyes, take a breath, a deep breath into the belly, and then you can hold, and then you can let go. We're going to do one more deep breath into the belly. You're going to hold and let go. And then I want you to imagine that there's a green fire burning in front of you on the ground. And this fire is going to clear your energy. So I want you to just use your hands, or if you want to imagine a golden comb, that's totally fine. But brush all of the energy that's not yours into that fire. So just imagine that you're just brushing, kind of like you brush a dog, like literally just brush yourself, brush your whole body, your head, your neck. Imagine your back, your feet, your legs, everything, and just brush and toss it in. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to help amplify that clearing. So just brushing it all off and leaving it in that green fire. Sometimes I like to imagine that the green fire expands and I'm inside of it. And you're safe. It's just going to burn off everything that's not yours. So if that interests you, go for it. Just take a deep breath and hold. And on the exhale, and you can exhale now, I want you to just imagine releasing everything that's not yours. And now I want you to imagine that white light from above. It starts to rain down on you. Maybe it's like a shower or a rain cloud or just light from the sky. But imagine that white light pours down and it's inside your body. As you inhale, you're inhaling it and it's charging up every cell of your body. It's helping you recharge your energy field. It's adding a layer of protection. I'm going to use a different distance energy symbol. And I want you to just breathe in all of that white light. It's there for you to take it. So please take as much as you can. Just imagine yourself being covered in a protective barrier. I want to feel yourself expanding a little bit, like all your vitality, your life force is coming back. Feel yourself expanding and strengthening. Take one more deep inhale. Allow yourself to expand and then exhale and just relax. Now, under this full moon in Aquarius, especially because it's beside Pluto, there's a strong emphasis on letting go of old stories. Stories that keep us in fear or small or not expressing ourselves. So I just want to ask you, where do you hold yourself back? Where do you hold yourself back? Where do you not speak up or not take action? And maybe you can just ask the universe or your guides. They're always there. Can you ask them to show you or to maybe tell you, to give you an idea of maybe even just one way that you hold yourself back? And now every action is tied to a belief. So if you're holding yourself back from speaking up, I want you to ask your guides, what story do you believe that is keeping you in this energy? So why are you holding yourself back? What stories do you believe that keep you holding yourself back? For example, maybe you don't want to launch a project because you think, other people will talk about you behind your back. And you think that that matters when it doesn't. Maybe you don't want to speak up because you think that your voice doesn't matter. Or maybe you don't want to take action because you think you will fail because someone told you that. Or maybe you think that whatever. I want you to understand what is the thought process behind you playing small or you keeping yourself stuck. Maybe for some of you, you get an idea right now and it makes sense. Maybe for some of you, you can journal about it under this full moon. But while we're here, I want you to ask the universe, ask your guides to help you clear that limit, to help you clear that story. I want you to ask your guides to help you reinvent yourself in whatever ways you need to. And if there's any other intentions you want to set, you can do it now. Or if you want to receive any other messages, now is the time to be open to receive the message. And I would take one last deep breath and hold and release. And when you're ready, start bringing some gentle movement back into the body. You can roll the wrists and the neck. You can open your eyes and come back into this room. I invite you to grab a piece of paper and a pen and to just write down how you play small, how you keep yourself stuck, and maybe what story or idea or belief system is connected to that. And then once you've identified, even just identify one, that's totally fine. That's enough. If you can identify more, great. If not, it doesn't matter. But try to figure out one way you hold yourself back and what is the story there? What is the belief there? That people will laugh at you, that you don't deserve attention, that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve love, whatever it is, because we all have these bullshit stories. And I want you to write it down. And then once you've identified that, I want you to write under this full moon in Aquarius, I am ready to let this go. And you can rip that up, you can burn it, you can do whatever you want. And then later you're going to do your candle magic with the key and you're going to open new doors for you. Okay, so you can pause now on my face if you can catch it. And then come back and you're going to write, well, you're going to write it now, go pause. And then when you come back, we'll continue. Oh. Okay, go write your damn list. Welcome back. Okay, that's it. I hope that helps. Three announcements. Number one, I already told you the ebook is on sale for $3.99. Okay, $3.99. And trust me, this book is going to change your life. I promise you. If you've read it, please in the comments let us know. The second thing, August 8th is very quickly approaching. I will be doing my annual 8/8 abundance activation. Okay. We're not going to do the Lionsgate portal because it's not real. And we're going to talk about the astrology and how that's actually not happening in the sky like some of these people say it is. But 8/8 is a very strong energy and it's connected to and tied to abundance. So every year we do an abundance activation. Last year, I think we had like over 2,000 people there live. The energy was insane. I'm going to teach you how to call in deeper abundance and how to actually keep it, to hold on to it, okay? Because we're all learning that. And the last thing is the nodes. They just shifted. So again, if you are an Aquarius or a Leo, definitely check it out. If you have a strong fixed sign placement, sun, moon, or rising in Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, or Aquarius, you definitely want to check it out. But we are all working with this collective shift for the next 18 months. So if you are interested, you can find that workshop below. I love you guys. Yeah, like and subscribe. This is my job. It helps support my work. I love you. Ciao, ciao.